This is your weekend market review for Friday, March 15th, 2024. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your weekend market review for Friday, March 15th, 2024. Beware the Ides of March. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's been an interesting week. OPEX, CHOPEX is over. We saw some action as we thought. The economic data is definitely worsening. The economic outlook looks absolutely garbage, in my opinion. But guess what? The markets can be irrational for as long as they're going to be, but then at some point, the reality, the hangover sets in. I don't know how much higher the market can go chop-wise, but I'm about 95% sure near term, whatever happens, the top isn't it. A lot of people say, well, how do you know that? Well, watch the whole video. We'll go through the evidence. You'll see the topping action. You'll see the repeating patterns. You'll see that the market is not a snapshot, but it's a painting. It's a picture. Let me Bob Ross this for you because, again, when it all turns over and melts down, it's usually when people are all in. Well, people are all in. The spec positioning is for a fact that way, or it was. Let's go through the data and let's see what's up. If you're new to the channel, check out the Discord room. Links description below. If you want to buy, sell, invest in real estate, thinking about doing anything, if you're listening to this channel and you do not hit me up and ask me how I can help you, then you're not doing yourself a good service, because that's what my job is too. Love to help you out, refer you to a great agent, get you involved in investing, take your profits, put it in something that pays you. Some people say, oh, interest rates are too high. Well, guess what? 2008, 2010 were some of the best times to buy houses because, again, the market was crashing. Housing market is not strong, folks. I see it every day. Now, certain pockets are strong, but overall, there's opportunities to invest. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'd appreciate it. Leave a comment below. On the YouTubes, use the Calendly link. Again, wide open. Hit me up. 7 days a week. I'll try to answer. TheTradingAgent.com. Check out my website. Got a lot of great information, what to invest. Also, all the recaps updated. Follow, like, subscribe as well on Twitter. I appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into it. We know for next week we have a Fed meeting, right? We know we have NVIDIA's big conference. For the love of God. No rate cut, no rate hike. But in my opinion, it's going to get interesting because now OPEX, CHOPEX is over. The Bitcoin. You know, it's one of those things where I don't know what to tell you near term. But I've said this. Again, straight line moves are dangerous because at some point, there's no buyers left. And I'm not, who knows long term. But near term, that looks toppish to me. Multiple days of topping, lower highs, lower lows, long candles. Clearly 68,900, 69,000 is important. I'd watch 64,000. Then I'd watch the old highs, or the old like 60,000 to 64,000 areas. Keep an eye on it. Good old oil, Texas tea, as we've talked about, gotta be crushing the Fed's hopes and dreams of deflation. Natty gas, right? You got to love it here. You gotta love it. Now, I'm not saying natural gas can't go a little lower. We've talked about that. Because, again, demand destruction is a real thing. But this stuff has been, let's talk about destruction. Hiya, crush. Right? We're back at levels that matter. Define your risk. Be smart. Be safe. All right. Sorry, not MicroStrategy first. The dollar. MicroStrategy is holding up pretty well. We talked about bouncing off the old trend lines, 2770s. Keep it simple, stupid. TLT. We've talked about this. This can't be good for the economy. Higher rates. Watch this 100-day area. I mean, could this be a head and shoulders bottom and rates go lower and the market gets throttled? The VIX. Here you go. Talked about it holding the channel lows. Look at that destruction at the end of the day. Not surprised. Vixen, right? Holding up. And here's, again, the VIX. Look at this thing. Talk about it. Bottoms before the VIX. So far, so good. SPY closes under 510. Watching the 20-day. Keep an eye on it. I mean, look at the volume up here. We've talked about this whole ride up has been distributive. But when does it roll over? Watch the 20-day. Remember, first dip usually will get bought. Qs. Uh-oh! The leader of the bull market is not leading up anymore. Breaking the 20-day. Breaking the channel. The IWM. The BIWM. The freaking trap that is. Lagging for years, I guess. Yeah. And now it makes a new high, breaks out. Oh, all is well. And then, nope, it's not. DIA, been holding up pretty well. Give it credit where credit's due. But look what now. That's below the 20-day. Need to see follow through. Gold. We love gold long term. Physical, no doubt. We've talked about worst case scenario. Pulls back to the breakout. Pulls back somewhere to just chop around again. When the baby goes out with the bathwater, if the VIX explodes and the market does what I think it's going to do. Silver, look at that. Gets right back up to the range highs. I mean, think about it. When you zoom out. Silver should be much higher. And people might try to chase it lagging, but again, I'm waiting for the Fed to pivot because I've seen silver, metals, miners get absolutely curb stomped when the VIX explodes. GDX, again, lagging, but been acting well. Credit to credit due. Credit what credit's due. Holding up, but do you trust it? Raise your stops. That's all I ask of you for the love of God. Please, 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 please. EEM, holding up pretty well. AG, holding. I mean, again, we talked about these 4 levels. They were all tradable zones. It's just we talked about like whether you want to trade them or not. Your choice. Newmont, this has been a dog. I mean, this thing should be at 70s. Pass the 14s. It's just, again, tradable bottoms. Nothing goes down a straight line. We know that there's demand down here, in my opinion. There is real actual value, but will we explode up? Taiwan Semi, we talked about this. Look, here we go. Top. If that ain't a freaking, I wanted to say the F word. Top, then I don't know what it is. Here you go. Gaps down, holds the 20-day. Talked about this on the posted in Twitter. Like, look at all the 20 days that we're holding. Here you go. Micron holding the 20-day. AMD 20-day. Chopping around. But I'm telling you, this is the top. That's what a top looks like. If this is the candle, if this candle was upside down and we were at the bottom, you'd be like, oh, damn, that's the bottom. But no, no, it can't be the top. Okay. NVIDIA looks top-ish. But again, going into their conference next week, don't be surprised it chops around. SMCI, keep an eye on it. Lower highs, lower lows, breaks this channel low. It could go right back to the 20-day. This gap area around 980. After that, who knows? Intel, we've talked about this being a dog. Look at this thing. Broke the channel, breaking the 100-day, just SMH. Tell me this isn't the top. Tell me this big red outside reversal bar fills the gap is not the top. But we did say watch the 20-day, hit it. Now it's holding. That's the pattern. How much higher can it bounce? That's what I'd be watching out for. I'd be watching for a bounce. Adobe earnings. Oops. I don't know what to say. Double top, drops. It's over. Bye. Apple lagging again. Apple has peaked. The market hasn't. Okay. Good luck with that. Got to hold the 170. Now it looks like it's just reloading before it gets puked. Amazon, interesting day today. Gap down, pop back up, held a 20-day. Meta, 20-day break. Be careful. CRM. This one broke down with a big gap. Now the volume again with OPEX be a little suspect, but Google, people were talking about, hey, this bounce again because a lot of people bought it here, got smoked. People bought it here. We talk it makes sense. 200-day. Didn't really see it going much higher than here, but here you go. Fills some gaps. Be careful. Do not chase this shit. Microsoft 415 has to hold these levels. Kind of crazy. Fake out, breakout. Who knows? NDAQ chopping around. Man, it's a gift up here. MicroStrategy. Hey, I don't know what the right value of this is, but to me, it can get crazy. I'm not sure this, again, I don't know if a $27 billion company, think about the market cap in which NVIDIA would move in a day. $100 billion plus. Again, Chuck Carworth, if you're listening, he owns long-term 2026 800 calls. A lot of them, and then I think he bought a bunch of $2,000 ones to roll out. This thing could go to $5,000. It would not surprise me. Netflix. There's a Bitcoin held up. Chopping, breakout. Nope. Roblox. Pop, drop. Nope. Dan W. Man, Pelosi is not going to lose on this, right? So I'm honestly patiently watching the 200-day and the channel lows. If the market melts, maybe she loses near term. But I have to remember, I don't remember what her date's on those calls, but she'll probably win by then. There will be cybersecurity issues. Tesla breaking below the channel. Oh, that is freaking dirty. Airbnb. Oh, it's all good. Hold on. Keep an eye on it. Costco, we talked about this earnings. Look at all these earnings reactions. Oops. We talked about a bounce to the 20-day. Oops. Starbucks. Oh, shit. Taki mushrooms. Look at this. A global growth name. Yeah. Oh, but the market's strong down. I'm like, no, the internals do not look great. If it breaks the 89 level, good God. See you later. Federal Express. The Federal Express, right? Check it out. Chopping. Caterpillar, meow. Meow. Holding up. Give it credit where credit's due. Do not step in front of that train. Nucor, fake out, breakout, chopping around. Again, material names, long term, love them. Near term, I don't know. X, we told you 1,000 times it's not going to get bought out by Nippon Steel. We talked about how it had downside risk. How low, we said, I honestly thought like the low 40s. Okay, well, 38, 39. Again, never in a million years thought Nippon Steel that deal was going to go through. VALE, global growth name. Arrow. Got to give credit to Arrow here. Gap above and go. Keep an eye on that, because that might have a run into it for another couple points. CCJ, so we talked about, has to hold this 39.40 level. So far, so good. CF, we like ag long term. It's just choppy and sloppy. Mosaic, another ag name, like it choppy and sloppy. Let these names just get pummeled. AA, Aeron, we've talked about this. You got to love aluminum for the long term, but it's just a global growth name. They look like crap. XLF. In my mind, it's gonna Carolina. No, it's their financials hold all the risk in this. To me, they're the easiest short. I'm in it. I'm being patient. I don't have options, but when they do, I'm pretty sure the stuff's gonna get crushed. George Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America. Holding up. Got to give the Bank of America, the only Bank of America. Goldman Sachs, we talk about. Look at this purgatory. Imagine if you've owned this stock. I imagine whoever's trading this is just selling calls and puts every day. Carry, we talked about trash floating last. It's going nowhere. Not even floating. Someone's asking about Freeport McMoran. Yeah. Look at that stuff, man. Somebody knows something. That's some volume. If you get over the 46 area, there's no stopping it. Southern Copper is an interesting one. I'll pay attention to these. Look at that. Copper shortages. Oh, that's not inflationary. XBI, we talked about. Look at this. Oh, baby bios going to the moon. Nope. Things you don't see if the market's really that strong. HYG, right? You got to be higher than a kite to buy corporate debt. Solar, again, whether you believe in it or not, the trade's over. You should have got out at the highs. And this is why no one will ever sell semis at the highs. They'll bag hold this, and then they'll hit some lows, and then they'll sell the lows, then they'll rise. These trades are done. I don't know if they're going to rise near term, but I've told you, leave them alone. All you do is short the pops on these things. For solar, pops, look at that. Gives it right back. Oil and gas. Oil, this is the thing. Oil has a huge short interest. I don't think there's much downside long term, but it doesn't mean demand destruction. We couldn't get slapped around. Again, I love natural gas, but I hate the UNG. I've told you that a million times. I don't like it at all. This product deteriorates, and that's why you should short the KLD or figure out ways to short it. Talked about this 150 plus area. I like it with defining your risk. XOP holding up well. My man Jay Solstice was talking about some of these oil names look good. I agree. Keep an eye on them, like Valero. Look at the gas names. This cannot be good for the feds. I hope to God that this is the tops, because if these oil and gas names are breaking out, then they're anticipating higher gasoline prices. The feds are fuked with a Q. Exxon talked about the 109s. Again, credit for people in the Discord room. J-Man talking about the 109s. Had the calls, sold some puts. Look good. CVE, we talked about this. Break the channel. Cool. Probably going to get stuck here. Cool. Is it breaking out? Let's hope it continues on. Occidental, big Occident. Like Buffett just selling calls and puts between the 60s and the 50s. Okay, good luck. EQT taking on midstream partner. I can't remember what it was, but that looks pretty good to me. But last but not least, the Flex LNG. Again, I think we will be natural gas exporters for the long term. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. I am your man. I am your friend. You can trust me. I will try to give you the best effort possible to make your real estate experience pleasurable versus a pain in the ass dealing with some crappy agent with bad communication. Also, too, if you're looking to learn, educate yourself on trading. These are what these videos for. Go watch the Back to Basics videos. Do a little bit of work. Trust me, it's worth it. I will help you out. I have no problem answering questions and help people. You have to give in this world. I love to serve others because guess what? It fills my cup to help you and see you do well. But if you're willing to do the work, I will pour into you. Just like hopefully the universe will pour into me for helping. It's a good thing. Everything's great. Love you guys. Be safe out there. Economy is not strong. Peace. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.